Hello, my beautiful darlings, and welcome back to Satisfactory, and happy Valentine's Day. Will you be my Valentine? I hope so, because I put on Valentine's makeup for you. And yes, I know I still got the Christmas tree. Don't... I know. So, we are at the aluminium site. And we are setting up a nice area for because with all of the machineries that are gonna be here, and until we get onto nuclear power, until we get ready for nuclear annihilation. As to say, we're gonna need more power. Period. So, and I'm a fan of the tuber power, aka tuber fuel. Which means we are gonna need some assemblers. And we got some nice little boxes set up downstairs. For the sole purpose of making compacted coal. And are we going to be anal about this? You know what? We are going to be anal about this, which means I want that there, so that one there gotta move. It's gotta move. And then we're gonna do our very best to try and line this up and move that one again, because I do want a square roughly between them. So we are going to make a nice little army here of assemblers. And then we are going to go downstairs once we got the conveyor holes in the floor. Because we need two materials coming in. And I kind of want to do that on the floor below, since we do have what is called a pancake floor. And if you guys remember, we did that on purpose. Because that is gonna help us in the endeavor of keeping this space somewhat neat. With emphasis on somewhat. Which again is gonna benefit us in the long run, even though right now it's gonna be super duper 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 annoying. And each little one is gonna get a Mark 1 left on each side. Even though technically these guys here can take in 100 of each product, which is great. But if we just get them to get enough of each to produce something on all of the machines, then I will be very happy. And I think we're gonna try to do something stupid here for how we are gonna get our materials out. Plus, we need the materials stored for just a wee bit. So I had a very, very dumb idea. I'm not sure if it's gonna look okay or if it's gonna work. So just bear with me, guys. I need one more. So we are gonna collect from that side into another conveyor floor hole on each side, and then downstairs we're gonna add in a merger right in between them and send it into boxes somehow. Plus under here it looks kind of cozy, right? We should go to the awesome things because I actually want the tilted walls. I don't know why we don't have them yet, but I don't think we do. And I don't know what's up with the power, but something is up, which is not cool. I checked all of my machines. What the hell? It didn't save what I did. Why would it? Why would it? Right? Because that would be absolutely helpful if it did. Checking the belts. Okay, that is all good. And we've got plenty of coal coming in, which is great. Ooh. The sink. We need the sink. And I have 10 tickets on me, so we should be able to get the walls. Do I have the tilted walls? I do have the tilted walls. What on earth were we missing then? Thought we were missing something. Besides my brain. That has gone on vacation without me. Not that I can say I blame it, honestly. If I could, I would join it. Oh, Rob is online. Good for Rob. And once again, I am running behind. But I was thinking, if we bring that up to there-ish, right? You might as well do this right now. And then get a merger. Make sure we send it the right way. All needs to go up higher. Of course it does. Which is fine. It's fine. And that side, yep. Would that be terrible? That's the question. And then just for funsies, let's grab another one of these. Right. And make sure they turn the right way. That would help. Until there-ish. And then use the ceiling compare mounts. Would that be terrible? Now we need one of these there. And then we can take these back. Guys, I do not think this is gonna be terrible. I actually think we cracked it. Honestly, I think we cracked it. And I hate to be one of those irritating YouTubers who's gonna be like, subscribe, hit the bell, blah 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 blah. But honestly, I need my channel to grow, and you guys are the best in the whole universe to me. So do me a favor, if you haven't and you're new here, please consider subscribing and giving me one of these or one of these. If you dislike my content, that's okay. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And I know some people think that my accent is super duper annoying. I get that. But English is my fourth language, okay? So, taking that into consideration, I think I'm doing pretty okay with it. And we need one more floor. Otherwise, the measurements is gonna be off. And we are not gonna enjoy that. Nope, nope, nope. I think that looks okay. Let's just double check here by putting in the first one, because I'm trying to avoid clipping as well, somewhat. But yeah, I really hope for my channel to get to 400 this year. I know that is a long shot, I get that. But I could really, it would lift my spirit, honestly. And I can't do that without you guys' help. So from this year, until the end of time, I will do my very best each year to ask you guys to be my Valentine and help my channel grow, because it's not just mine, it's ours. And that's how I see everything I do that is YouTube related. I see that is ours. Yours, tiny bit of mine, and my besties, both of them. And my beautiful friends, which also means you guys. So it might have my name on it, but honestly, that is just because you kind of have to name your channel something, right? So please consider helping the Unicorn Sad Squad. Well, I'm just gonna call it the Unicorn Squad because if you haven't noticed by now, I am kind of a sucker for color. And since it's Valentine's Day, I went with pink. And I did add hearts on my face just for you guys. Lipstick to match. Even though I didn't feel like it, but I wanted to look pretty for you guys because you guys are my Valentine's date. So and sometimes the best Valentine's date you can get is being with your friends. At least I think so. Mainly because that's when I have the best time, is hanging out with my friends. Don't get me wrong, I do have a quite nice family too, but when it comes to fun, most of the time, my friends is where that is at. See, now that is our output, so we don't want to clock that up, right? So if we send our output that way, so we keep that for storage for the output, that could work. And then for the center line here, we can go about it 2 ways, or 3, but let's just stick to 2, right? We can do this, and then get a, where you at? There you are. Get a splitter, and this is probably off, which is fine, in between those 2, right? See, we need to scoot it a tiny bit more, but besides that, pretty goddamn close. So we need to scoot it a tiny bit. Let's see. That's better-ish, with a lot of issues. And sometimes we kind of have to do this more than once. And that is a-okay. A-okay. we can do that, right? Or let's just take that off and that one off. And let's grab a new one. Or simply run it Let's try that again. Because I don't want to take up too much space either. But I do need it to be even. Even Steven. I hope that is a saying, otherwise, sorry. There. And there. And then do it like that. Now we just need to get some splitties. One little splitter. And make sure we turn it the right way. Right? And then we're gonna run the material all the way around. So it kind of load balances itself. Since this is essentially a roundabout manifold or overflow system. Dear child, many names, right? So if we do that, and let's say take the coal, into this one, and then sulfur into the other one. And let's grab the sulfur and set it over there. And again, we are gonna take full advantage of the fact that we have these ceiling conveyor thingies, because honestly, best thing ever that has been added to Satisfactory. I'm not kidding. I very much enjoy it. No, I need the... Thank you. And then we do that. And then, of course, we're gonna make sure that both lines go all the way around. Let's get this over one first. And try to keep it in line. And one. Like so. Really? Is that raining so much outside in the game? Holy smokes. Or holy cannoli. Well, in case you guys haven't gotten the memo, YouTube once again has made it a bit more difficult for our gaming community in general, not just for me, but for any gamer, I dare say. Since a lot of us have a tendency to not just wear a tiny bit, but a lot, right? Okay, why are you not snapping directly underneath it as you should, dearie? Why are you not doing that? Okay, let's see if that helps now. Fine, I'll do it for you. So if we do that, right, and then we're gonna grab the center one, and since all of this down here is out of sight, which means it's out of mind, and we still have everything off the floor, plus I made sure we had plenty of space in here, just in case there's. And also to remind you guys, utilize pancake floors in your builds. It helps. And I'm not just saying that as somebody with ADHD and OCD at the same time. I'm saying that in general, it's gonna help you so much. Let's see, where is your output, dearie? Shall we guess there-ish? Would that be okay? We'll end up having a tiny bit of clipping, but honestly, that little bit, I am a-okay with. That way we can have several boxes, and then here we can set up a conveyor wall to send out our compacted coal to wherever we might need it. I'm gonna try to get this there, and then we're gonna be a silly head and use a Mark 5. And if we were to be extra paranoid, we would put in a overflow system. Right after this box here. And honestly, we can do that. and make it a tiny bit more neater. So I say, why not? Since now we have the scope of what we want to do here. So this right here, that is going to be our overflow on this side. So center is going to be none. That's going to be any. And this is going to be overflow. Right. And if we really wanted to be extra paranoid, we just rinse. And repeat. So again, none, any, overflow. And to make sure we get the overflow, and since it's already at the perfect distance, we are not going to have any issues. And since we are not going to be wanting to squander, say, overflow, we're going to do that. So that's going to be any, that is going to be none, and that's going to be overflow of the overflow. And here we're going to put in a conveyor belt hole, and we need a conveyor lift. So now we mostly have the I's and the E's and whatever else dotted, circled, labeled, stamped with a heart. That means we can actually now go tackle the wiring. And you guys see, that's why we needed the extra space down here. So all of this didn't have to be up there. And we're gonna have to put in a steppy step. And I did want to put it along this line here, but that is gonna look weird. So instead, we are gonna put one in here. Right next to the doorway. So this one we are gonna exchange into some coins. Instead of having an entire bill, we are gonna have some coins. Let's get architecture. So just bear with me just a tiny bit here. And then we need the corner one, and steps. So in order to get from there to over here, we can do two things. We can take a catwalk and do that, which is not bad. Works great. No complaints there. Or we can take one of these babies and in this case I am actually gonna take the heart foundation. Otherwise, normally I would use any excuse to use the catwalks because I think they're cool and they actually look good. So now we have a nice little decent step-by-step from our sorting area. And then we're gonna tackle power in just a bit. I just want to try something very quickly. And we need the 4-meter one. Right? Yes. And we can take out this one. So if we do that, on all of the corners, it is still gonna look supported. Once we get in the walls. Now can we take this without screwing anything up? Yes, we can. Because I think it's gonna give us a beautiful lighting effect inside at nighttime. And also, I wanted to have a play around with the shape, even though it is a square. I'm not gonna deny that. But who says squares needs to be just square, right? Oh, we got one too many. Grab it. And then we get this nice little effect. It's still a square, not gonna deny that. But look at that. Now it's a big funnel square. Ooh. Okay. Does any of you have a funnel cake? Or Cheerio? Cheerios would be good. Well, I guess that is the time again where I start to feel peckish. But on the other side, I always feel peckish. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do something about it, but And then I gotta figure out where I put the power connection in here. I know I added it. Oh, voice is cracking. I haven't been talking that much. Or should we bring it up? We could do that. Right, and then we need to go to alternative, compacted core, and yes, I know I can copy and paste, but since my ADHD and my OCD and my anxiety are all not cooperating, we are gonna do this old school. So my brain can't say, did we? Are you sure? Did you triple check? Oh, you did triple check. But I'm still gonna make you feel insecure if you did triple check. That you did do what you wanted to do. My brain does that to me all the time. And today's bad. So, and we got material. And it actually has a roof on it. Go figure. Let's do something about the voice. And one day, I hope Monster's gonna sponsor me. Because besides water and some coffee, but this is absolutely wonderful. The SS gut. Look at these babies doing such a good job. Should we add in some decals? And maybe color in the floor. Oh, autosave incoming. Let's see. Honestly, now every time there is an autosave, I'm trying my very best to make this most stupidest face that I can. Not only, well, hopefully you guys get a good laugh. And if not, at least I get to entertain me. Honestly, that whole combination we did here with the lifty lifts and floor holes and the ceiling mounts, not too shabby. And we still have plenty of room to walk around, to overclock, underclock, anything and everything. So yeah, I'm not mad about this. Not at all. And our lines are not clogged up anywhere. And they're all getting what they need, which is fantastic. And if we need to in the future, we can take out the entire wall here, extend, right? Add in more machines without any issues as well. So in that regard, we kind of future-proofed it as well. And if something is going to be future-proofed, well, last little la-di-da bits, and I think we're gonna call it good for today. I don't need organization, I need architecture. Let's see. What if we do that? Add in a tiny bit of a safety. Right? Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. And especially around here. Here we're gonna have to go to customizer, patterns, and we need, where you at? If we do that, right? And then again, customizer. So that way we stay clear of the moving bits and bobs. That might not be bad. And now we need it over just a wee bit. Let's try that again. Would that be terrible? Can we get it to... Oh, you're not gonna cooperate, are you? Of course not. Because that would be very helpful. If we that one still needs to scooch. I am gonna keep doing this until you let me. Do what we need to do. Just to make it look a bit more secure with the conveyor lifts sticking out there in the middle of the room, so to speak. Yeah, that looks more secure, doesn't it? Should we... do that too? Or is that too much? You know what? We are gonna do that. Tiny bit of overlapping, that's fine. This side along there, no. But here, we are gonna overlap. Yeah. Which is fine. Nobody will ever know. Who's gonna know? And then here, can we add in... or is that stupid? It might be stupid. That doesn't look too shabby, does it? And then corner. I don't use these very often, so I figured why not. And I do have the color cartridges. And there we need one of these. And since they can't go on the half foundation, which sucks, I kind of have to end it like that. Oh well. And last but not least, lights. And we comfortably get free in here. Let's go on the outside and take a look. See, just making sure things down here look cohesive. And I think indeed we did it. All right. So that is what we ended up with. What do you think? Yeah, I'll take care of that little gappy gap there, but besides that, I don't think it looks terrible. But just for funsies, what if we do that? Or do we want to keep that? We might want to keep that. Oh yeah, totally forgot to show you. But we do have supports, and I had to scoot that one in just a wee bit because of the conveyor shenanigans we got going on. And I am a-okay with that, since once we do this, guess what? It already looks better just by doing that. And then we can add in more supports underneath, or different types of supports. But I did want to finish a structure today, and we did manage to do that, which means next time we can continue finishing up this section here and see if we can't get a roof on it. And maybe even add some drones just for funsies. Or at least I think they're fun. But yeah, I think this area is gonna be very, very nice indeed. Since we did manage to make this look a bit more cohesive. And also we need to color that before we go anywhere. Otherwise, I know I will freaking forget. And then next time I get on here, I'm like, wait, why is that looking like that? Shouldn't that be a different color? And then future me is going to be very annoyed. But I think we did it. I think we actually did manage to do so. And we have, again, future-proofing here for if we need to add more to make more casings, what have you. And we got an entire section over there to make copper ingots and also iron ingots for future usages. And we even have more iron nodes here that we can utilize. Not to mention see that shiny stuff over there? That is nitrogen gas, which is also going to be needed soon. So this entire area here in the blue crater is going to be very, very busy. So I do want this area to look nice and to make it look like we actually want to be here. Yep. But thank you all for hanging out with me, and I hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day, even though it's made from flower factories, card factories, and chocolate manufacturers to make us feel guilty and make us buy chocolate and flowers. But that doesn't mean we can't turn it into something special, not the least. And for me, it's going to be a very special day because I get to hang with my bestie. Alrighty, see you in the next one. Bye!